Hi, it's John, the Techie Car Guy. If you've been following us over the last few months, you've seen our Z4 Coupe that has been our latest project car. It's been about 4 months up on a lift and we finally got it ready for the road. On this episode, we're going to take our Z4 Coupe out on its maiden voyage. We're going to head down to the BMW Car Club of America Executive Board meeting, then go out and see the sights in Tampa, eat some good food in Ybor and around the city, and then head across the bay to St. Petersburg for the Festival of Speed. But first, I want to talk a little bit about our Z4 Coupe. If you've been following us, you know that we picked this car up a little over 3.5 months ago, and it's been a challenging few months at that. The car itself was in good shape physically, however the suspension, the brakes, all the rubber pieces needed to be rejuvenated. And with the supply chain issues, it's taken us a little bit longer than we anticipated. But as we're moving forward, we finally think we've got this car forward and we're going to take it out on the road. So we don't bore you with 3.5 months of work. We've put together this quick video to show you all that we've done. We'll talk a little bit about that as we go, but we think this car is ready for the road, and so are we. Watch this. The BMW Z4 Coupe is a limited edition fixed roof alternative to the long-selling Z4 Roadster. Produced alongside the Roadster in Spartan, South Carolina, the Coupe was never sold in high numbers. Only available as a 3-liter SI with the N52 inline 6 or as an M Coupe with the brawny S54 3.2-liter 6, BMW only made 3,900 coupes for the North American market. While on paper the M Coupe was rare with only 1,800 cars made, the 3-liter SI with the manual transmission like this one is considered even rarer, due to BMW only installing the manual transmission in 828 3-liter non-M coupes. Our Z needed some work when she came to us due to 10 years of neglect. Cars don't like to sit, and when they do, bushings, hoses, and anything made of rubber deteriorate, and our car was no exception. When we first got her to the shop, we did make a few cosmetic revisions, installed a new gear shifter, new wheels, and blackened out the grills. But the real work came when we had to replace every bit of her suspension and upgraded the brake system. We opted to replace the entire lower control arms with newer parts with bushings and tie rods included to ensure the steering was in tip-top shape. After 3 months of work, we polished and cleaned her up and have been driving her on short trips ever since. We did make a few changes along the way, like changing from 19-inch wheels to 18-inch wheels, but that's a story for another day. We're about to depart on our very first trip in the BMW Z4 Coupe. We acquired this car with the purpose of using it for weekend road trips, and after several months of trying to get everything sorted, we think we're there, and so we're going to venture out on the road. And so we're hoping that this thing is everything that we had hoped it would be and more. So let's take it out on the road and see how things go. Tampa, Florida is located on Florida's west coast along the Gulf of Mexico. Founded by the Spanish explorer Ponce de Leon in 1513, this East Coast city by the bay is known for its cigar industry, beautiful white sandy beaches, and fun-filled theme parks and attractions like Busch Gardens and the Zoupe Tampa. As a car guy and foodie, we are here for those two things, and our first stop is Armature Works along the Hillsborough River for some sustenance. Armature Works is a mixed-use event space offering an upscale food court and bars with a lofty, historic vibe. We enjoy some crispy pork belly at Hemingway's Kitchen, then bounce down to Butcher and Barbecue for some tasty beef brisket. Our next stop was Ybor City on the east side of town. Ybor is the city's historic Latin quarter and is heavily influenced by Cuban culture. When you visit Ybor, one has to try the Cuban sandwich and garbanzo bean soup, and of course stop for a hand-rolled cigar. Another must-see place while in the area is the Florida Aquarium, which has various animals and unique habitats. Not all animals are indigenous to Florida, but you can't miss those that are. We ended our day and our trip to Tampa with a private reception at the aquarium. As a member of the BMW Car Club of America, the Florida Suncoast chapter knows how to throw a party, and this venue made for a special evening. But tomorrow is a new day, and we are continuing our journey and breaking in of the Z Coupe. So don't go away. After a fun and food-filled day in Tampa, we are jumping across the bay to one of our favorite cities in America, St. Petersburg. Sometimes called the Monaco of America, St. Petersburg, Florida is home to world-famous museums, music, and of course its food. We are here not for the touristy stuff, but we are here for the cars. The 17th Annual Festival of Speed at Vinoy Park is part of the Florida-based Festival of Speed Automotive and Lifestyle Show Series, and a great place for car guys to spend a beautiful sunny afternoon. With everything from modern luxury cars to classic German iron, like these 1980s era BMW and Alpina cars, the festival has something for everyone. Here's a beautiful McLaren 765 Spider. A unique and rare Mercedes CLK 63 in red. Motorcycles are on display as well. And of course, there are Ferraris everywhere. Vendors also offer patrons an opportunity to check out the latest products for their ride. One of the latest trends are automotive communities like the Enclave that is being built east of Tampa and provide car lovers a place to live the racer lifestyle. Lamborghini was well represented here as well. But probably the most anticipated participant of the show was the Bugatti Chiron. The Chiron is probably the best Franco-Italian export ever, not to say one of the most expensive. At over $3 million a piece, this 1,100 horsepower beasts are equally at home cruising the coast as they are cruising at over 250 miles per hour. As we mentioned, Ferrari was also well represented with a variety of old, new, and classic models being displayed by their owners. The Festival of Speed allows enthusiasts, fans, and car lovers to see the newest offerings from manufacturers. Here is the all-new Maserati MC20 supercar, which we think looks amazing in this unique shade of red. What an amazing afternoon here in St. Petersburg, Florida at the Festival of Speed. But before we leave, we did want to show you something very special. The Ferrari SF90 Stradale is Ferrari's latest hypercar. Starting at an eye-watering $530,000, the SF90 is powered by a 4-liter twin-turbo V8 that generates 769 horses by itself. But in this day and age, to be competitive, you have to be a hybrid, and this offering from Maranello is no different. In addition to the V8, this Ferrari has an additional 217 horsepower electric motor that can be deployed alone for short commuter duty or in tangent with the gas-powered V8 for a whopping 1,000 horsepower, which can push this beast to 60 miles per hour in a scant 2 seconds, making it one of the fastest production cars in the world. That was a fun trip, and I hope you enjoyed coming along with us on our shakedown tour with the Z4 Coupe. Tampa, I think I ate a little bit too much. St. Petersburg, the Festival of Speed was amazing, and they never disappoint. The quality of cars gets better with every event. If you're ever having an opportunity to attend one, I highly encourage you. As far as our Z4, she did amazing. She exceeded our expectations, and I'm really looking forward to what we can do more with this car as far as taking some incredible road trips. We hope you'll join us on some of those trips, but in the meantime, we're looking forward to bringing you some more content as we continue to build our car and make it the perfect road trip car. We're going to work a little bit more on the suspension. That was one of the things that we noticed we could do a little bit more work on. I think the car needs an alignment, but before we do that, I want to swap out the coil springs. These are the original M Sport coil springs with the Coney adjustables that we put on, and I think a set of iBox would firm the car up a little bit and balance things out. We did notice that there were some issues with the steering. It's a little vague at higher speeds, 60, 70 miles an hour. There's a little bit too much assist. The Z4 Coupe was the first generation of BMW to use the e-steering, and I think it may be partially the rudimentary system that they put in these cars, but I'm hoping that maybe adding a strut tower brace and doing some other things can tighten things up a little bit. And then after we do an alignment, we're hoping we can fix that. But we're going to continue hopefully bringing you some of our DIY in 5 videos when we're going to do some routine maintenance on the car and adjust and modify a few more cosmetic things so that this car in our eyes is perfect. So please subscribe to the channel. We look forward to bringing you more content. We look forward to seeing you out at car shows around town and around the state and around the country, truthfully. So be sure to subscribe, follow us, and we'll see you again real soon.